So it saves this form so that basically it saves a version of this website so that whenever a person visits your website loads faster. Now I don't want to go in detail and explain you about this caching because that is not part of this video, but just I wanted to clarify this thing. If you come back to your website, if you refresh it, still don't see this thing, try to refresh it few times. Now let's see how we can create a campaign. Now what I'll do is I'll open my demo website over here in a new tab, just so that we can copy paste data and I can show you all the details related to this thing. Now if you open any fundraiser, for example, if I open this one, now here this is the title of this campaign. So maybe this is the same title. So I'll copy this title, paste it over here under title. So whatever you paste under title, that title will display like this. Then after that you have to enter description. Now as you can see, this is the description, not this one. This is the short description. Now this is the long description. So what we'll do is, in fact, let me do one thing before we do this thing. I want to show you one thing. If you scroll down, you'll also have to select some category. Now by default, uncategorized is selected. So it is always better to first create different categories so that when a person or when a fundraiser is coming to your website, when they try to create a new campaign, they have all the required categories to select from. Now to create a new category, you have to come back to your dashboard. Now here you have to hover over this option products, and under products you have to select categories. So this will be using this product categories. Now under this option, suppose one category could be technology. So we'll type in technology, and after that you can also set different thumbnails or different icons for these different categories. Okay, not required, but if you want you can do this. Now I'll click on add new category. Now similarly, if you want to create some more, for example, if I type in health, this could be a new category. Similarly, education can be another category. So all these kinds of categories can be created. All right, after that click on add new category. Now once we have this thing, now if I refresh this page, now under categories, this person can select some category. So this is much better. Again, I'll copy this title, paste it over here. Long description. Now under long description, let me first just copy this simple text. This is just simple text, so you can just type in this text. Then after that we have also used these things. So these are all list. So I'll again paste in this simple text and I'll show you how you can convert this thing into a list. So suppose this is a list, okay, just a regular list, or maybe this is just written in few lines. And if you want to convert this thing into a list, let me show you how you can do that. So first of all, you have to select this option. You have to select this much. And after that, you just select this option, bulleted list. It will become bulleted list. So doing this thing is pretty easy. Just just like you do in Microsoft Word, you can use these options. And if you click on toggle toolbar, you get some more options. Similarly, after that, if you want to add any image, you can click on add media. If I click on select media, now when you download that file, it will be a zip file. Once you unzip this file, you will get all these media files. Okay, these are pretty important, by the way. We'll be using these files throughout our website to design and create our website. So once you download that thing, you will see all these different media files. So suppose if you want to upload this image, you can select this, click on open. And now as you can see, this is imported. Now I can click on insert into post. By default, this will be small. If you want, you can change the alignment. If you want, you can click on this plus button. We can make it full size as well. Okay. At the bottom, we have this text. Paste in this text. And after that, if you have multiple images, again, go ahead and add an image. If you want, you can also add some video link over here. All these options are given to you. If you want to change the text color, you can simply select it like this and change the text color to something else, maybe red or whatever you want. If you want to make something bolder, you can select this thing, select bold, select italic, all these options. If you want to add some hyperlink, you can select this option and you can link this text with something. So you can click on link and you can link it with Google maybe. Okay. Whenever someone clicks on this thing, they will be redirected to that website. Now in the short description, this is your short description. I'll copy it, paste it over here. All right. Then after that, we have to select the category. So maybe this is related to technology. I'll select technology. Then all the tags related to this thing. So you can select all the tags and you can separate them by simple comma. So this is tag 1. Similarly, this is also related to maybe AI. So this could be tag 2 and so on. Then we have the featured image that will be displayed. If I come back to this thing, these images that you see, these are all featured images. Okay, that is displayed over here. So let me set some featured image. Maybe I'll use the same image as my featured image. All right. Now, if you want to add some video that would display something like this, you can add this thing as well. So I'll just copy this video URL, paste it over here. Now, when this campaign should end, so we have different options when the target goal is met or when the target date is finished, then you can select target to goal and date, or campaign never ends. So you can select any one of these options. So maybe I want to select target goal, and you can select maybe it starts over here and campaign maybe ends sometimes after this. You can also select a maximum and minimum amount. So person, if someone wants to donate to this campaign, they'll have to donate maximum of $10 and minimum of $10 and maximum of maybe $1,000. If you want, you can remove this minimum and maximum limit as well. Now what is your funding goal? So probably my funding goal is $100,000, so I'll select this thing. Now recommended amount, you can select this option. For example, recommended amount is $50. So I would recommend a person to donate $50. You can also set a predefined amount. So if you see over here, the recommended amount would be selected like this, and here I think predefined amounts are not selected, but we can select it like this. So for example, $10, $25, $50, $100, something like this, separated by commas. Okay. We also want to show contributor table on the single page. So at the bottom, a person can see who all contributed. They can see the name, they can see the amount they donated. If this person who has contributed, if this person wants to be anonymous, they can have that option as well. Okay, so make sure to tick mark this thing, contributor table. You can select the country. So this is related to India. Location, I'll just select Mumbai. Okay. And after that, if you want to also give some reward, you can give them. For example, here, I think we have a reward. Let me show you. Yeah, here as you can see, if someone donates more than $320 or more, they will get this thing. This is some reward, Sapphire 50 sold already. So maybe I'll select if someone donates more than maybe $250, you can give them some reward. You can upload the image of that reward. So maybe if you want to give them some some merchandise or something like that, you can upload the image of that merchandise. So I'll simply upload this image as reward image. Click on set, and you can type in some details related to this reward. Okay, whatever the reward is, you can type in something about that thing. Then after that, you also have first of all, let me actually type in this thing over here under reward. Then after that, delivery, when will this reward be delivered? So maybe this will be delivered in September at the end of this year. Okay, so when this campaign ends, this thing will be delivered. Now you can select the quantity of physical products. So maybe this will be delivered to 25 people. Okay. Now once this is done, you can simply tick mark this thing, I agree with the terms and conditions, and click on submit campaign. So this is how a person can come to your website and they can submit this campaign. Once it is done, you can cancel this thing. And now again, let's go back to our dashboard. So we'll have to use this link. Now if I come to this dashboard, if I click on campaigns, my campaigns, I'll see this is present over here, but this is draft. This is not published on this website. So if you go to your website, if you go to this website, you will not find this campaign on this website because this is not yet published. So whenever a new person creates or publishes or creates a new campaign or a fundraiser, it will not be automatically published on your website. First, you as the admin or the owner of this website have to go through that, review that campaign, and once you are satisfied with that campaign, then you can publish it. So let me show you how you can do that. So you have to click on products. All these campaigns will be displayed under products. So as you can see, it is right now draft. If you want, you can edit this thing, and now you can go ahead. You can see all the details related to this, target funding, pledged amount, all these things can be seen from here. Okay, like this. Now, if you're satisfied with this, if you think this is good, if you want to make some changes, you can go ahead, make some changes. And if once you want to review this thing, once you want to approve this thing, you can simply click on publish. After this thing will be published, this thing will be approved. Now, if you again go back to this fundraisers account, earlier it was saying draft. If I again refresh this page, now as you can see that draft thing is gone. This is now live. If you open this in a new tab, or if you just click on this thing, you can see this is live on this website. People can now come, they can make some donations, they can submit some money. So this is how this thing works. Now let me do one thing. We are logged in as a fundraiser campaigner from this page, from this incognito window, and on this window we are just a regular customer. So what I'll do is from this window I'll try to donate some money to this fundraiser. Okay, again let me remind you, both the windows have different accounts logged in. So on this Chrome window, Google Chrome window, I'm logged in as a campaigner fundraiser, and on this window I'm just logged in as a regular customer. So let me try to donate some money as a regular customer, And let me also do one thing. Let me also enable cash on delivery just for demo purposes, because I don't want to make payment to myself. You should not be doing this thing. I'm doing it just for tutorial purposes. So I'll enable cash on delivery. All right. And click on save changes. Now, if I select this option, maybe I want to donate maybe $500. So I'll select this thing. And after that, I'll click on back campaign. In the next step, I have to enter my details. So maybe I'll enter Nayesh Sheikh over here. Address, all these things can be entered from here. City name, state name is already selected. Pin code, I can select this thing. Some random phone number, email address, and after that I can make payment through PayPal. I can make payment through credit, debit card, or even I can select if I want to be anonymous. If I don't want my name to be shown on this list, let me show you this list. If I don't want my name to be shown on this backers list, here as you can see. So here instead of my name, it would say anonymous. If you want, you can enable this option as well. If you tick mark this thing, make me anonymous. Now you can make payment through credit, debit card. You can make payment through PayPal. I'm just selecting cash on delivery just so that I don't have to make payment to myself. Once you select this thing, now you can click on place order. Now once you place order, you'll get all the order details like this. Now if I again come back to this fundraisers account, and if I refresh this thing, let me first go back to dashboard. Okay, now on the dashboard nothing will show. It still says $0 raised, although we have raised, although you can see I've just donated $500. So here it should say 500, but for that to happen, first we have to review whether we really receive this amount or not. So for that, you will see under WooCommerce, you have to click on orders. Whenever you have any new donation on your website, you will keep on getting emails. So don't worry about that. Don't worry how you will know whether someone has donated or not. So whenever someone has created a new campaign on your website, you will be notified through email. Whenever someone donates to any campaign, again, you will be notified through email. So don't worry about that. Now, if you open this one, you can see somebody has donated $500 for this campaign. You can see all the details. Now once you have received this amount, I have selected cash on delivery, but you will see here at the right hand side here it says payment to be made upon delivery, because I have selected cash on delivery. If this payment was made through some other payment gateway, on through PayPal, through Stripe, Razorpay, or some other payment gateway, you would see payment made and you would see all the transaction details. So once you see this, you have received this amount, you can change the status to completed and click on update. Now once you do that, again, if you again go back to that fundraisers account and if you refresh it, now you can see this fundraiser has $500 raised, and you can see this graph and all these things have now changed. Okay, so this is how this works. Now this person fundraiser, if they want to if they want to add any updates, so first they'll have to go to my campaigns and they can click on update. Now there is any update related to this fundraiser, they can click on add update. First of all, update date, update title, so maybe update number 1, just some demo update, some demo text over here. Let me copy some dummy text, paste it over here, and after that this person can click on add up. Okay, after, we don't have to do this thing. After that, this person has to click on save, and this thing will be updated. Again, if I go to my campaigns, open this thing, let's see. If I scroll down, as you can see, this is the story, this is the update. Okay, update posted on this date. Now we can also see the backer list. We can, if you want, you can also review this thing. So all these options are given to you, and you can see this is working properly. Now if this person wants to withdraw this amount, okay, so let me show you how this person can do this. So to withdraw this amount with the free version of this plugin that we're using, everything is happening because of the plugin that we're using, WP Crowdfunding. So everything is happening because of this plugin. So this plugin has added all the crowdfunding features. Now if this person wants to withdraw this amount, withdraw this $500, they will have to manually contact you. They'll have to contact you through your email, through whatever your website email name is, whatever your website email is. You can enter your website email like this over here. Okay, so this person will go to this email, they will contact you, they'll say that please withdraw, please help me to withdraw the amount that I have raised. So this is available with the free version. Okay, you have to do it manually. If you purchase the premium version of this plugin, you can do it automatically. Let me show you how. Now this is the pro version. As you can see, all the features are given over here. Now if you use the pro version, this will also add the wallet feature on your website. This will add, as you can see, if you want to see more about this wallet feature, this will add Stripe Connect. Stripe Connect is very easy, very important, very easy to do. So you can automatically distribute money. I'll show you and I'll explain you this thing. You also have front end operation, money management. So this person can withdraw money. All these options are given to you. So if you want, you have to purchase this thing. Click on Get Pro, and you have to purchase this license for $150 for one website. Okay. Or for more website, as you can see, the pricing is different. For agencies, freelancers, pricing is different. If you want annual, if you want lifetime, two different pricing are given over here. So you can select whatever you want. And once you select this thing, after that you have to click on this thing, click on downloads once you have purchased this license, and now you can download the pro version. So this is WP Crowdfunding. Click on download latest version, and this pro version plugin will be downloaded. Now again, let me tell you one thing, that all these things that we have done, this is all done using the free version. Okay, the pro version is only useful if you want to automate the withdrawal process. Okay, so if you don't want to automate the withdrawal process, you can just keep on using the free version. Or if you want, if you have few extra dollars to spare, you can purchase the pro version and you can have more features on your website. Now to upload this thing, go to plugins, click on add new. Now click on upload plugin, choose this file, click on install now. Now once it is activated, first of all, you will see, if you go to WooCommerce settings, and now if you click on payments option, you'll see few more payments will be added for you because of this thing. As you can see, Stripe Connect is added for you. Crowdfunding wallet, if you want to enable wallet, you can select this option. If you want to enable crowdfunding, if you want to enable Stripe Connect to check out, all these things you can enable it from here. Click on save changes. Again, to set up this thing, to set up wallet, click on manage, and you can enable, make sure this thing is enabled from here. To set up Stripe Connect, same process we have already seen, settings related to Stripe. You just have to go to stripe.dashboard.stripe.com and you have to enter your publishable key and secret key. Now if you again go back to that fundraisers account, and if you go back to the dashboard, here you'll see few more options will be added. First of all, connect with Stripe option is added. So if this person wants, if this person has a Stripe account, they can connect with this and they can get the payment. And if you see this option over here, if I hover over this campaigns, now as you can see, many more options are added. Now bookmark option, payment option, deposit option, all these options are added. If I go to payments, now here as you can see, I've received this payment. Now here there is a button. You might not see this button, so I'll give you a CSS code, a CSS file. You can simply import that file, or you can simply upload that CSS file on your website and you will see this button. So let me show you that file. Alright, so if you open the file that you have downloaded, you will see this file as well in that folder. If you open this thing, you just have to copy this CSS code and you have to paste it on your website. Let me show you how you can go. First of all, again, let me show you, open this file, CSS file, copy it from here. Come back to your website. Now I have not yet created this thing. I'm creating these codes while creating the video. Now as you can see, when you paste in this code, this is how it will look like. So if you want to paste in this code, you have to come back to your website, hover over this option, hover over appearance and click on customize. Now click on additional CSS and paste in this link. Now there will be few more, paste in this code. Now there will be few more codes, but I'll show you those codes throughout the website. If I again come back to this page and refresh it, let's see what happens. Now as you can see, we have this thing showing. It is properly showing. Now if I want, I can click on view details and this is how it will look like. Now again, there is another button, I think somewhere over here. Okay, let me first do one thing. Let me come back to this website, go back to my dashboard, and let me do settings related to this withdrawal option. Now first of all, you have to hover this option, crowdfunding, and under crowdfunding you have to click on settings. Now let's see that settings. So if you click on let's see WooCommerce settings, I think it's not over here. Let's see, let's click on wallet. I think it is under wallet. Yeah. Now under withdrawal type, first we have to enable withdrawal. We have to enable people to withdraw because right now they're not getting any option to withdraw this amount that they have received. So first of all, I want to select this option. They can withdraw anytime. Now if you want, you can also select this option. They can only withdraw this money after the project is completed, or after a certain period of time, after 10% period of time is passed on. All these options can be set. So I'm selecting anytime. Now receivers percentage, you have to put the percentage amount you want the campaign owner to have, and rest will go to your account. So maybe I want the campaign owner to have 80%. So you can type in maybe 80% over here. Okay. And you can also set a minimum withdrawal amount. So they can only withdraw money if they have at least $50 in their account. Okay, so if you understand withdrawal type, they can withdraw, they can send withdrawal request anytime they want, but they will get 80% of this amount and 20% will stay with this website owner, or maybe 90% they can get and 10% this website owner will take. Then after that, minimum withdrawal amount, you can set this option as well, so maybe $50. Now you can select, if you want people to even, if you want to allow this thing, people can even deposit money in their wallet. Now click on save changes. Again, if you come back to this website and if you refresh it, okay, here it says your current balance is below than the minimum amount. I think this is some problem. Again, we have to repeat the process. Click on payments, view details. All right, let me see again. Okay, so again, as I said earlier, sometimes it might happen that even if you refresh your website, you might not see those changes. So that message was showing because, again, the caching thing, this file had all those information saved. So once you refresh it few times, once this latest information is served, you will see this option. Now, as you can see, the goal was $100,000. I have donated 500. So, 0.5% is reached. And this person will receive, this campaign owner will receive 90%, which is $450. Okay, as you can see, commission. Now, if this person wants to withdraw this money, they can click on withdraw. They can enter the amounts. Maybe they want to withdraw only $300 from this, not the entire $450. And they can type in some message, please send the payment or something like that. They can select this option and click on withdraw. Now, once they click on withdraw, this request will be sent to you as the admin. Now, if you come back to your website, if you hover this option crowdfunding, under crowdfunding, you'll see withdraw. If you click on this option, you will see you have a new request. If you click on message, you will see the message that person has typed in. If you want to approve this thing, you can click on approve and you can send this payment to this person through PayPal or through however you want. Now, if you want to contact this user, you can simply go ahead and contact the user. If you want to know more about this user, you can click on, you can see first of all, the username is John Doe. You can go to users and you can now click on this option. You can click on edit John Doe. And here you will get all the details related to this person. This is the email address. You can contact this person. You can get them, you can get their PayPal email, or you can get their withdrawal, bank account details, and you can send this payment through bank account or, through wire transfer or through PayPal or through other means. Okay, so this is how this thing works. So this is basically how this entire process works, how a person will create a campaign, or someone can donate to this campaign, then how this person will send a withdrawal request, and this is where this transaction ends. Okay. Now, before you proceed further, I would recommend you, I'm seeing this notice again and again, without setting up WP crowdfunding license, automatic update will not work. So click on please check, and you have to enter your license. So you'll get it over here. I think under licenses, click on licenses. Okay, this is the one, as you can see, WP crowdfunding. You can select this option. You can enter your website link to get the license. I'll copy this link, paste it over here, click on add URL. Okay, now you get the license code. I can copy this license code, paste it over here, click on connect with license key. All right, now as you can see, this is working. Now if I come back to dashboard, okay, I'm seeing that when I try to come back to my dashboard, this is a problem I'm getting. But if I again, it is just for this page. If I go to some other page, that problem is not happening. If I just go to dashboard, this is happening. If I try to go to some other page, again, everything is working fine. And this is because this problem is caused by this pro version of this theme, WP crowdfunding. So by the time you're watching this video, I'll contact the theme developer, and I'm very much hopeful that they will fix this problem. So if you still have this problem, you can, you can tell me in the comment section below. Alright guys, so with this we have seen all the technical part, how a person can do all this process. Now it's time to design our website. So let's see how we can design this website. Let's see how we can create this slider, this beautiful slider. After that, how we can create these different pages, home page, about page, contact page, all these pages. So basically the designing part is left. So let's see how we can do that. Alright, so let's start with this slider. Let's first create this slider, but I think creating this slider will take a lot of time because as you can see, it has a lot of animations going on. A lot of elements are present in this thing. We have to time it a lot. So this will take a lot of time. So let's not waste some time on that. Instead, what I'll do is I'll give you this slider file. You can import that file, and after that you can make changes according to your website. So let me show you what I mean by that. So first of all, just open the file that you have downloaded from my website, and in that file you'll also see this slider1 zip file. We need to import this file. Let me show you how you can do that. So again, come back to this website, click on Slider Revolution from the left hand side. Now you'll see this option manual import. Click on this and choose file. Now we simply need to choose that file, which is over here, slider1.zip file. Select this, click click on open. This file will be imported for you and you can do some changes according to you. For example, this is the file. You can just click on this pencil button to do some changes on this file. Now first of all, you can see this is how it looks like. You have this thing over here at the bottom left corner. Okay, the arrows, you have these 3 dots over here. Then we have this media file. This is an image. If you don't want this image, okay, this is an image. If you don't want this image, you can just delete it or you can replace it with some other image. Then we have this text. So if you want to change this text, you can simply click on this thing. And now as you can see at the right hand side, you can change this text and you can type in something else. So maybe let me type in this thing. Okay, some dummy text. Okay, I'll type in this much. If I just come over here, replace it. Now as you can see, we don't need to style it or anything. Styling is done. We just need to change the content. Now instead of crowdfunding platforms, let me type in crowd charity platform, whatever you want. Okay, I'm just showing you that you can do it like this. Similarly, if you see this button, if you click on this button says start a project. You can type in something else. I'll type in click here. Okay, just wanted to show you that you can change this text or you can also change the link. So if you see, there are several options given over here. You have to click on this one, actions. Click on actions and here as you can see, we have this link. So if you click on this thing, this will link it to this website. So I don't want this website, I'll delete it. I want this thing to link to this page. Let's see the dashboard. Click on pages. Now over here we have this thing, campaign form. Okay, this is for adding a new listing. So we'll copy this. If you open this in a new tab just to confirm, you can see this is for adding a new listing. So we'll select this thing, we'll add this link under link URL. Now once you do this thing, you can now cut this thing. So this is how easy it is to do. Now similarly, if you want to change the background image, you can select this option. If you follow my mouse cursor, click on this option and here you will see this background. Now you will see this image is selected. If you want to add some other image, click on media library and you can select that image. For example, if you want this image or some other image, you can select any image of your choice. Okay, maybe if I want to select this image, click on insert and now as you can see, the background image is also changed. I want to go back to that setting, but I just wanted to show you that you can do it like this. Now once you're satisfied with the changes, you can just go ahead and click on save. Similarly, to do changes on the second slide, you'll see this option over here, slides at the top left corner. Now hover this and select slide 2 and do the same changes over here. If you want to click on this text here, as you can see, we help surface. If instead of this, if you want to type in something else, you can just type it like this. Alright, so this is how it works. And again, once you're satisfied with this, you can just go ahead and save this file. Now you can use this file on your page. So again, come back to pages, click on add new. Now we can start creating our home page because we wanted to add that slider because at top we have this slide. Okay, so we'll add a new page. We'll give it a title of home, obviously, because this is going to be our home page. And here we want to disable breadcrumb. First of all, we want to make it 100% full width. So make sure you tick mark this thing 100% full width at the bottom. Now select page title and breadcrumb and disable breadcrumbs. Now you can publish this page. Now we have just created a page. We have named it home. But just by naming it home, it does not become your home page. We have to set this page as a home page. So again, you can come back to your dashboard. Now you can hover over settings and click on reading. And now from this page, you can select this option, a static page, and you can select your home page from here. Now click on save changes. Once it is done, you can again go back to your pages option and you can select this option, home, edit this page. Now we are going to use Elementor page builder to design this thing. So you can click on edit with Elementor. Now, first of all, let me explain you how this Elementor page builder works for those of you who are using Elementor for the first time. Now, if you see this website, in fact, if you see any website, all the websites and all the different pages in different websites are divided into different sections. So for example, this section is your first section. This slider is your first section, as you can see. Then after that, this categories is the second section. Then this thing is the third section. Featured products, featured projects is the fourth section. Similarly, this counter is the fifth section, and so on and so forth. So we have to create a website section by section. Now, if you come back to this page, you have to add a new section by using this option. If you click on this red plus button, you can now select how many columns you want in this section. So suppose if you want 3 columns, you can click on this 3. And now as you can see at the left hand side, things have now changed. Now earlier we were seeing all the different elements and now we see settings related to this section. Now if you again want to go back to elements, you can click on this 9 dots icon. If you follow my mouse cursor, click on this thing and now you'll again come back to this thing. You'll again come back to elements. Now if you want to use some element, for example, if you want to use this button, you can drag and drop this button over here. You can see this is the default button style. Now every single element will have 3 different options: content, style and advanced. Now under content, you just have to change the basic details. You have to change the content. You have to change the actual content of that element. Then after that, under style, you can change the styling. For example, you can change the typography. You can change the background color. You can make it something like this, whatever you want. Okay, like this or some other option. So you can change the background color. You can change the location, angle, all the styling thing. Then under advanced, you can add some margin, padding, background, mask it, you can position it, you can add some motion effect. All these things will be done under advanced. Again, if you want to go back to that elements, click on this 9 dots icon. Similarly, in the second section, if you want to use maybe this icon option or icon element, you can simply drag and drop it over here. You can change the icon from here. If you wanted this icon, you can select this, click on insert, and now as you can see, icon change. Again, go to style, you can go ahead, change the color of this icon like this. Okay, so this is how easy it is to do. Now if you again want to make some changes in this button, you can click on this button, and now at the left hand side you will see settings related to button. Now here, as you can see at top, it says edit button. If you want to make some changes on this icon, click on this icon. Now it says edit icon. Okay, so this is how it works. I'll cut this thing and I'll show you how to create this exact same website. First of all, we want to add this slider. So first we need to create a new section. So click on this plus button. In this section, we just want one single column. So we'll select this first option again, come back to elements, and here we'll search for GVA Revolution Slider. You'll see this option, GVA Revolution Slider. Drag and drop it over here. Now you have to choose the slider that you want to display over here. So we are selecting this one, slider 1. Okay, now as you can see, this is how your slider is looking. Now you'll see we have a lot of space at left and right. So we want to make this thing full width. And to do so, you have to click on this 6 dots icon. If you follow my mouse cursor, click on this. Now at the left hand side, it says edit section. Now for some reason, if you don't see this 6 dots icon, you can do one thing. You can see at the bottom left corner, you have this navigation option, or you have this navigator icon. Click on this thing, and here you will see this thing. You have this section, then we have the column, then we have this slider. So here, click on section, and after that you will see at the left hand side it says edit section. Now over here we have to make sure that this is full width. So under content width, make it full width, and after that also make sure that under column gap it is no gap. And now as you can see, if I hide this thing, this is 100% full width. Now you can go ahead and update this page. So whenever you make some changes on your website, it is always recommended to update the page. Now let's go ahead and create our next section, which is this section. Okay, now in this section, as you can see, we have 2 different columns. At the left hand side we have all this text, and at the right hand side we have all these different category icons. So again, we'll come back to this option, click on this plus button, add 2 different columns. At the left hand side, first we have this text, okay, this subtitle and this title. To use this thing, we'll first of all again come back to elements and search for GVA heading block. Drag and drop this thing over here, the left hand side. Now first of all, this is your subtitle, so you can copy it, paste it under subtitle. Obviously you don't have to copy paste, you can type in your own text. And after that, this is your title, top categories, so you can type it over here. Then we have some more text. So this is just your basic some dummy text under your description. So you can type this thing under your description. Now this is how it will look. We have to scroll down and we have to do few more things. We have to make it left align first of all. So under alignment text, make it left align. We also want to change the width. Now under maximum width, you have to type in 470. Okay, 470 pixels. Now before we do some more things, we have to do few more things. We have to change the font family. We have to also change the color. But if you change the color to white color, everything will disappear because the background is also white. So first let's do one thing. Let's change the background color and let's add this element. If you see in the background, we have to use and we have to add this element or this gradient in the background. So let's see how we can do that. Now first of all, again you have to click on this 6 dots icon to make some changes in your section or in your row. You'll see at the left hand side it says edit section. Now first of all, we have to change the background color. So go to style. Now by default we have some primary and secondary color on this theme. So if you select color, background color, this is your primary color. If you select background color theme second, this is your secondary color. So if you want to use this thing, you can have it, or if you want to add some other custom color, you can go ahead. Let's make it default. Select this background option, select this top option. Now you can add any color you want. If you want red, if you want a blue, green, whatever color you want, you can add this thing. So if you want, you can use this option as well. I prefer for this for this tutorial, I think I will select this primary and secondary color. So this is my primary color. So I'll select this thing, and after that you can do one thing. After that we have to add some space at top and bottom, and we have to add this thing in the background. Okay, so again come back to this option, select background overlay, and you have to select this option, click on classic, upload this image. Now I'll show you that image over here under media file that you have downloaded. In fact, let me select all these images except for these two files. These are not images, these are notepad files. So I'll upload all the images at once so that I don't have to do it again and again. But I guess now as you can see, all the images are successfully uploaded. Now you have to select this one. Okay, if you click on this thing, the title says bg line circle.png. Okay, select this one, click on insert media. Now you can see that thing in the background. I would also recommend you to increase the opacity to 1, and after that you can change the position if you want. So under position thing, we will select top left. Okay, right now you're not seeing any changes, but once we add this space, once we add the padding at top and bottom, you'll see that. So let's go to advanced and let's do that. So under top and bottom padding, I'll add 120 pixels. Now as you can see, this is how it is looking. Now since we have our background color, now we can go ahead and change this text color to white. So click on this thing, GVA heading block. I'll just call it heading block. I don't want to keep on saying GVA. So select this heading block, go to style, select title, change the text color to white. Similarly, select subtitle, change the text color to white, and also select your description, change your text color to white. I would also recommend you to make everything Poppins or whatever font family you want. So if you want to change the typography, select this option, click on this button, and under title will change the font family. Instead of this default, click on this option and search for Poppins. Now as you can see, it is changed. Similarly for subtitle as well, if you want, you can go ahead, select this option and search for Poppins. Okay, do the same thing for your description, select this option. Under typography, click on this button and search for Poppins. Again, once you do some changes on your website, always make sure to update this page. Now here we have this thing. Okay, if you see this thing, we have this, we have this border, then we have this image, and if you see this image properly, this is a circular image, and we also have a circular border with this image, and after that we have this text. So let's see how we can do that. So first of all, we have to create two different columns, and we'll have to divide that. Let me show you. Now we have already added columns, so we cannot add more columns. We can do one thing, we can use this inner section, because what we want to do is we want to create two inner columns inside this left column. So for that we use inner section. So we'll drag and drop it over here at the bottom, and now as you can see, under this first column, under this left column, we have two more columns, inner columns. Now we don't want these columns equal size, we want the first one. If you select this option, if you see this, if you follow my mouse cursor again, click on this thing, you will see edit column. Now for the width of the first column or the left column, we want to make it 30, and second one or the right one will automatically become 70. Now in the left one, which is the smaller one, we want to add this thing. Okay, this border and this image. So first of all, just add this image, search for image, drag and drop this image over here. Now simply go ahead and choose whatever image you want. So I've given you this image as well for demo purposes. So I'll select this image and click on insert media. Now this is how it is looking right now. We'll go to style and we can make some changes. First of all, we need to make this thing circular. So we'll select this option, border radius. Under this, we'll type in 50. And now as you can see, this has become circular. Now go to advanced and let's add some padding. So under padding option, just type in 6. So it will add 6 pixels from all sides. Now we want this border around our image. So for that, we'll select this option, border, and we'll type in maybe 2 pixels, a little bit thicker border. Make sure border type is solid and change this border color to white. Okay, now as you can see, this border is looking like this. Again, we have to make this thing also circular. So you have to select this option. Under border radius, you have to type in 50, and under border width, you have to type in 2. Okay. Now this is still not looking that great. So to make it something like this and to add this border, okay, you can see at the left hand side, this is a border. We'll again come back to this page. We'll select edit column, and here we'll go to advanced first of all. Now under this option, first we'll delink this thing, because if you type in anything, everything will be applied. So if you type in 10 pixels under padding top, all the padding from all sides will become 10. So first we want to delink this thing. Now under padding top and bottom, I don't want to type in anything. Under padding right, I want to type in 15 pixels, and under padding left 50 pixels. Now as you can see, this is how it will look like. Now go to style and let's add this border. Now let me get this color of this border. Okay, this is the color. Again, we'll select this border, select solid. Now we want to delink this thing because we don't want border from all side. We want it only from left side. So under left side, if you see this option left, type in 8 pixels because we want a pretty thick border. And under color, just type in this color 30F0B6. Okay. Now as you can see, it looks pretty similar to this one. So this is how it is done. Now at the right hand side, it is very simple. This is just simple text. So we'll copy it from here. Use this text editor, drag and drop it over here at the right hand side. Type in this title, go to style and change the font family. So this font family that we are using over here is called Bilbo Swash Caps, this one. Now we also need to increase the size, so make it 42 pixels and line height. First select PX. By default EM is selected under line height. Select PX and type in 46 pixels. Now I can change this color to white. This is how it looks like. Now you can also do one thing to make everything even, to make everything in the middle, vertically middle. You can go to advanced and you can add some padding at top. Okay, just so that we can bring this text a little bit down. So under padding top, type in 20 and now as you can see, everything is aligned in the middle. Or you can do one more thing. You can select this option, edit inner section, and under vertical align, make it middle. Okay, now as you can see, this looks perfect. Click on update. Now at the right hand side, we have to add this thing, categories section. So again, if you search for categories, okay, so we don't have to search for categories. I guess we have to search for icon box group, this one. Okay, GVA icon box group, drag and drop it over here. Now this is the default design. First of all, if you want to change the title, you can do it. For example, first one, make it maybe, okay, technology looks good. Or if you want to type in something else, maybe if you want to type in health, you can type in health over here. And after that, you can link this thing with your health category. So if you remember, we have created this thing. Let me open my dashboard in a new tab. Now under your dashboard, if you hover over products, click on categories. Here as you can see, we have different categories. Now if you want to copy the link of health category, you can select this health and you'll see this view. Right click on view, click on copy link address, come over here, paste in this link. So this, now whenever someone clicks on this thing, they will be redirected to this health category. And instead of this title, if you want to add some other, instead of this icon, if you want to add some other icon, you can search for that icon from here. So let me see. Maybe I want to use this icon. So I can select this thing, click on insert. Now as you can see, icon change, text change, everything is changed. Similarly, you can go ahead for the second one. Maybe let's type in education. So I'll type in education over here. Similarly, we can change the title or we can change the icon. Instead of this, make it this one. Okay, this one, or maybe this one. Let's select this one, click on insert. That is also changed. Again, you can go ahead and search for education, copy the link, right click on view, click on copy link address, paste this link over here. If you want to make anything active, for example, if you want to make this education active, you can just make it yes. Now once it is active, as you can see, you will always see this green over here and this icon will keep on popping like this. Okay, so that means that this is set as active. Now, once you do this thing, you can again click on this option. Let's see, first of all, we have done that or not. You can select this option, actually, this one, and you can make it, you can go to layout, first select edit setting, edit section, go to layout. You can make it vertically middle like this. Okay, now click on update again. Now with this second section is also created. If you want to create the third section, now this was the only section which was a little bit complicated. It had a lot of elements. All the other sections that we're going to create are super simple. Only 1 or 2 elements are used in these sections. So everything else is going to be very easy. For example, this also is pretty easy. If you want, you can come over here, add a new section, single row, single column. We want to add this title, so we'll copy this text. In fact, we have a complete element for this, so we don't have to create a text. Then we don't have to make it button or anything like that. We can just come over here and search for call to action and select this GVA call to action, drag and drop it over here. Now over here, first of all, we have to give some title and subtitle. So over here, if you see, we don't have any subtitle, we'll just have this title. So I'll copy it, paste it over here. Now your button. So if you see this button, if you click on this button, here it says make it happen. Here it says read more. So if you want, you can type in make it happen, or if you want, you can just keep it at read more. And again, you can go ahead and change the button link. So you can actually, we can do it from here as well. So suppose if I want to change this thing to, what is that, subscription? Okay, what is that? Let me see that page. Okay, campaign form. So if I search for form, let's see. Yeah, we get this option, CF campaign form. So if you just select this option, you will have this link Okay, now after that you can click on update. Now let's go to this option. In fact, let's change the style. We don't want this thing like this. We want button at the right hand side. So if you select button right, this is how it will look like. Now we also want to change the max width. So instead of 800, we want to make it 850. Okay, if you just type in this thing, this is how it will look like. Now you can go to style, change the typography to Poppins, or if you want something else, you can have that typography as well, or you can have that font family as well. Now if you select, we have to select this option, this column option, edit column. Select this edit column option, select background, or select this option which is under style background. Now we have to select this green color for our background. So we don't even have to use this thing. We can use it from here. We can do it from here. Column theme settings. Now under this, we can select this background, second theme color. Okay, so secondary color on your theme basically. And again, in the background, we also want to use this thing. So we'll again use this under background overlay. So maybe is this one, click on insert. Okay, not over here. I think we have to, okay, we have to use it under background overlay. So we'll select this option and upload it like this. And after that, we can change the opacity to 1. And we can also make some changes over here. So under position, I want to type in center left. Okay, now you can see this thing in the background. Now let's do some changes on the margin. So click on advanced and let's add some padding and margin. So for padding, I want to add 80 pixels from all sides, and for margin only from left and right. So top and bottom will be 0, left and right will be 15, like this. Okay, now you can go ahead and update this page. Now we have a third section, and again to create this one as well, we'll add a single row, single column. First of all, we have to add this title, subtitle. So again, we'll use this heading block. Drag and drop this heading block over here. This is your subtitle. Copy it, paste it over here. This is obviously your title. You can copy and paste it over here. You can go to this option. You can change the title and subtitle typography to Poppins. Obviously, you can do it by yourself. So I'm not doing it again and again. Now after that, we have this featured projects or campaigns. So for that, we'll again select this option and we'll search for campaign. Now as you can see, GVA campaign / project. Drag and drop it over here. This is how it will look like. Now this is the default style grid layout. If you want to make it carousel, you can make it carousel as well. And under carousel also we have style 1, style 2. So in this example, we want to select style 2. So as you can see, this is carousel. Okay. You can do it like this, and this is style 2. So this is the one that we need. Now again over here also we can go to advanced and we can add some margin and padding at top and bottom. So for padding top, I'll add 110, not over here. We have to go to this option, edit section, go to advanced, and for padding top, we want to type in 110 and maybe at bottom 100 pixels. Okay, now click on update. Then after that, we have our next section, which is this section. So we'll select this option. Click on this plus button. This time we need 4 different columns. So we'll select 4 columns. Now this is pretty simple. This is counter. So if you search for counter element, you'll see this option, GVA counter. Drag and drop it over here. Select the icon. In this example, or in this case, this is the icon. If I go at the bottom, you can search for that icon. You can select this, click on insert. And after that, you can change the number. Instead of this, I'll make it 690. And after that, text, if you want, you can also add text before or after. So suppose it is rupees or it is $690. So you can type in this $sign. After that thing also, if you want to type in something, you can type in. Then the title says completed projects. Okay, something like this you can type in. If you want to link it with something, you can add that link as well. Now let's style this thing. So go to style. First of all, you can change the icon color and all. I would not recommend you to do that. First, let's change the icon size. So here we want to keep it at 64 icon size. And if you see this thing icon box size, you can select 115, or obviously you can go ahead, you can increase or decrease that number as well. Now again for title, we'll select this title and we'll make it Poppins. Or obviously if you want to set some other font, you can select that thing as well. And for number text also, I want to select the same font family. Okay, like this. Now let's add this thing in the background, this color in the background. So again, we'll select this option, edit section, go to style, and we'll just select this option, row theme setting, background color, this color. Okay, then after that, you'll see style will automatically change. Now we can also do one thing, can add some padding at top and bottom. So maybe we'll add 50 pixels both from top and bottom. And after that, we can also change this color to white. So we can select this color, title color, make it white. Okay, Then after that number color, we can also make this thing white. Okay. Then, all right. Now after that, you can click on update, and after that we have our next section, which is this section. Now all the other things are pretty easy. If you see, these two things were also very easy. After this section, everything is pretty easy. We have seen this one. We have also seen this one. Now to create this next section, it becomes even more easy. First of all, if you want to copy this thing, you can just copy paste in like this, and now you can do some changes on this. So for example, if you want, you can click on the second one, change the icon to something else, maybe this one. Let's select this, click on this. As you can see, icon changed. After that, if you want to change the title, you can select this option. Okay, some number, you can change that thing as well. So this is how easy it is. Now to create the next section, we can save a lot of time. We can simply copy this section. So we can right click, copy this section, this entire section. So right click on the 6 dots and click on copy, go at the bottom, right click, paste. Now because we have the entire style, we have all the padding, all the margin added, everything is given over here. We just need to change the content. So here the title says explore project. So I can click on this option, change the title to this one. Then after that, we can click on this option. We can click on this campaign and project option, and we can change the style. So instead of style 2, we can select style 1. It is still carousel, but style 1. Now if you want to display, maybe if you want to display only one particular category over here, you can select that category. Or if you want to display, maybe if you want to order this thing by random, by title, if you want to display random projects over here, you can select random. Or if you want to display ascending or descending order, you can select that option as well. And after that, you can click on update. Now as you can see, just by copying and pasting, this entire section is also completed. Now for the next section, this is also a call to action, very easy section. Click on this plus button, add a single row, single column. Now inside this thing, we can add this content. So we can again come over here. Inside this thing, we can add, first of all, our heading block. So let's drag and drop this thing at the bottom over here. Let's type in the subtitle and title. So this is your subtitle. This is your title, pretty big. So I'll copy everything from here, paste it over here. Okay, again, follow the same process. Go and change the font family, font color, all those things. And at the bottom, we also have the button. So in the content, we can also add button this time. So select button, and you can paste in some links. So if someone clicks on this button, maybe they are redirected to that campaign form page. So if you type in campaign form, you'll get this thing. Okay. Now button color is this color, secondary color. Okay, this is the one. Title color is white. So we'll again go back to this option, style, select title, change the color to white, also change the typography. It is disappeared because we don't have anything in the background. So let's first add this image in the background. So click on this option, edit section, go to style, select this background option and add this image in the background. So it is this image. So we'll select this image, click on insert image. And now as you can see, it is added. Now we can go ahead and add some padding at top and bottom. So maybe both from top and bottom, we'll type in 115 pixels. Okay, like this. For image also, you can do few more things. If we can change the size to cover, and we can position it center, or if you want, you can also change the position. Now click on update. Then we have our next section, which is also a very simple section. So for that, we'll add a single row, single column. Now inside the first option, as you can see, we have 2 columns, one this thing and for other one for this one. So we can do one thing, we can add the inner section over here to add multiple columns inside a column. And at the left hand side, we want this thing. We want this title, subtitle, and at the right hand side, we just want the simple text. So we'll again come over here. We'll select this option, heading block, drag and drop it at the left hand side, copy the subtitle, paste it over here, copy the title, paste it over here. Obviously, you don't have to copy paste. You can type in your own title and subtitle, all these things. We want to make it left aligned. So we'll select left align. Okay. Then after that, at the right hand side, we just have simple text. So we'll use this text editor, drag and drop it over here at the right hand side. Just paste in whatever text you want. And after that, you can go to style, you can change the typography, you can change the font family, you can change the color. All these things can be changed from here. I'll just make it Poppins. And after that, then we have this option, testimonial section. So if you search for testimonial, you'll see this option, GVA testimonial single. In fact, we have to do one thing. Before we add this thing, first we need to add another option. Let me actually see this option. First, we need to add another inner section. Okay, and in this inner section, we don't want 2 columns, we want just one. So we can delete this right column or left column. Just right click, click on delete. Now we have only 1 column. Now we can search for that testimonial option. drag and drop it over here at the bottom. Now you already get this design, this image and all. So suppose instead of this name, which is over here, let me see that name. Okay, here is the name. If you want to type in some other name, you can type in that name as well. Similarly, instead of this image, if you want to type in, or if you want to add, or if you want to publish some other image, you can select that image and you can just upload it over here. Then instead of this content, instead of this testimonial content, if you want to type in something else, you can do that obviously. And again, let's go ahead and add some padding at top and bottom. So select edit section, go to advanced, and we'll add 110 pixels both from top and bottom. So this will add this space at top and bottom. All right. Now we have this section. This is a simple section, and this section is just a video section. So if you have some text over here, if someone clicks on this thing, video will play. So we'll again add two different columns, and this time the left column will be 80%, right one will be 20. Okay. Now in the left side, we just need to add single options. So if you just search for heading block, we can just drag and drop it over here at the left hand side. This is our text. Copy it, paste it over here, make it left align. So scroll down, make it left align. And we also need to do one thing. We need to change this thing, max width option. So if you just select this option, instead of 800, we need to make it 680. Again, if you want to change this thing to pop-ins, and if you want to increase the font weight, you can do that thing as well. Now at the right hand side, we need to add that video box. So for that, again, we'll come back to elements. We'll search for that, which is over here. As you can see, GVA video box. Simply drag and drop it over here. You'll get this option. We don't want this image, so I can simply delete this image. And now just you can just enter some video link. If you enter any link, you'll see that thing start displaying. Okay, like this. So this is it for this. Now you can again select this option. You can select this edit setting, and we can do some changes over here. First, let's add that image in the background. Okay, this image. So we can again come over here. We can add this image in the background. I've already uploaded this image, so this is the one. Select this, insert into post. You can select center, or if you want, you can select something else. We also want to make it fixed. So even if you scroll up or down, as you can see, this is fixed. So we also make it like this. And under size, we want to make it cover like this. All right. Now we can also add some padding at top and bottom. So for both top and bottom, we can type in 110. Okay, like this. And now we can change this text. So select this text and change the color to white. Okay, like this. If you want to make everything center align, you can again select this edit section and go to layout. Under vertical align, select middle, everything align in the middle. Now click on update. Now again, for our next section, we just need to copy paste things from top. So here, as you can see, it looks very similar. So we'll copy this section, paste it over here at the bottom. Now here the title says news and articles, and the subtitle is also different. So first of all, let's change the title. Okay. Now instead of this projects, we don't have to display projects over here. So I'll delete this thing. We have to display blog post. So for that, we'll have to create blog post. So again, come back to your dashboard, click on post. Now here one blog post is already created for you. This is a dummy blog post. You can just go ahead and delete this one. Now to create a new blog post, click on add new. Let me open a single blog post just so that we can copy paste some content from here and there so that we can save some time. Now this is how your single blog post will look like. This is your title. You can copy it, paste in the title over here. Then after that, you have all the content at the bottom. So I'll just go ahead and copy all these things. You can just go ahead and type in your own content. Copy it, paste it over here. All the content will come over here at the bottom. Paste in the content. Then at the right hand side, if you see, we have this sidebar. First, if you see, this is posted under two categories, movies and music. So if you again come back to this option, at the right hand side, click on post, select categories and add these categories. So add new category. I'll type in movies, and maybe if it is also featured in some other category, maybe music. So I can type in this category as well. So I've created two different categories over here. Then we have the featured image, which is this image at top. So again, we can come over here, click on set featured image. And now we can select this image as a featured image. So select this thing, click on set featured image. So this is how easy it is to create this thing, to create a blog post. Now, once you do this thing, you can now go ahead and publish this blog post. If you open this in a new tab, if you click on view post, now as you can see, this is how your blog post is looking. Now you can again come back to this page. Since we have created our blog post, now we can use this section. Okay. So again, come over here, go back to elements, and over here you can search for post. You'll see this option GVA post. Drag and drop it over here at the bottom. This is how the default design looks like. Again, you can go ahead, change the grid to carousel, or if you want, you can also select small list. Many different designs are available. Whatever you want, you can select that option. You can also change the style and all. Once you're satisfied, you can just go ahead and update this page. And finally, at the bottom, we have the last section, which is this newsletter section. So to add this section, plus button, add a new row, single column, single row. Now we have to add this heading block at top. So search for that heading block at top. All right. This is your subtitle. And after that, you also have the title. We need to change the color of this thing. So you can go to style. You can select title. You can title color is already black or something else. If you want to change the subtitle color, you can select this thing, change this thing to black or some other color, whichever color you want. Now we also need to add this newsletter form at the bottom. Now for that, first let's update this page. Again, come back to your dashboard. Now in your dashboard, you will see one plugin is installed for you, and because of that, you will see this option MC for WP. So which stands for MailChimp for WordPress. So basically this will connect MailChimp, which is a free platform for doing, email marketing. So this will connect MailChimp with your website. So to do this thing, first you have to go to MailChimp.com. Now if you don't know anything about MailChimp, or if you want to learn something about MailChimp or email marketing, you can watch, there are many different tutorials on my channel, or if you want, you can just go ahead, search on YouTube Nair Sheikh MailChimp or Nair Sheikh email marketing. You will see tutorials on MailChimp. You'll learn more about MailChimp and how to do free email marketing, how to target audience, how to send automatic emails, automatic newsletters. You can learn all about that. Just go ahead on YouTube, search for Nair Sheikh MailChimp. Now you need to log into your account. Now once you log into your account, you'll see at the bottom left corner, you'll see your name. Click on that. Now click on account. Now over here, select this option extras and select API keys. Here you'll see your API key. Just copy it from here, come back to your website, paste it over here. Now click on save changes. Now once you click on save changes, this will automatically connect this thing with your website. So as you can see, once connected, you'll also see your list name. So this is working. Once you have this thing, now you can click on form, and now you can create this thing. Now if you see, it will automatically create one form for you. If you just first, let's give it a title. I'll give it a title of form 1. Click on add new form. So the default form looks something like this. Not bad, but if you want to make it like this, then you can just go ahead and again open that file that you have downloaded. In this, you will see this file. Let me show you this newsletter file. Open this, copy everything from here, come back to this page. First delete everything. Now paste in whatever you have copied, and now as you can see, this is how it will look like. Go ahead and save this page. Now once you save it, you will get this shortcode. Copy this shortcode, come back to this page again. Now at the bottom, you can search for shortcode option, drag and drop it over here at the bottom, paste in this shortcode, and you'll see this thing will show up for you. Now you can again select this option, edit section, and now we can add this image in the background, and you can also add some padding at top and bottom. So go to style, background, upload this image, okay, which is over here. Select this image, click on insert media, go to advanced, and maybe 100 pixels both from top and bottom, maybe from bottom 110. All right, now click on update. And with this, our home page is successfully created. As you can see, this is how easy it is to create your home page. Just make sure to see whether this is 100% mobile friendly or not. So if you click on this icon, if you follow my mouse cursor at the bottom left, responsive mode, you will see it will show how this will look on a mobile phone. As you can see, 100% mobile friendly, no problem at all. Okay, so this looks great. If you want to see this in tablet, you can click on this tablet icon, and this is how it will look in a tablet. Okay, looks perfect. So this is 100% mobile friendly. Now once you do this thing, now we can cut this page. Let's again come back to our dashboard. Alright, so now let's create our about page and our contact page. In fact, we don't even have to create them. We just need to import them. Let me show you how that is done. So first of all, click on pages from the left hand side. And obviously to add a new page, we'll just click on this add new button. Now first we'll start with the about page. So to create a new page, we'll just give it a title of about or about us, about me. You can type in something like this. And after that, you have to make sure that this is full width 100%. And after that, we also make sure, let's see whether we have disabled breadcrumbs or not. If you see the about page, let's see. Right, so we have not yet disabled this breadcrumb and this title section, so we can have it. Just go ahead and click on publish. Now once it is published, you can now edit this thing with Elementor. So click on edit with Elementor. And as I said you earlier, we don't have to create it step by step from scratch, just like we did with the home page. With this, we can just import this thing. So again, if you open the file that you've just downloaded, you will see this folder, pages folder, and in that you will see there are a few files. So first of all, click on this button now, this icon, folder icon. Now go to my templates and you need to import this template. So click on this import button or import icon, click on select files, and let's see, under this pages folder, select about. Okay, select this option, click on open. Now once it is imported, you can now go ahead and click on insert, and this whole section will apply on your website. In fact, this whole layout will apply on your website. As you can see, if I scroll down, this entire section is present for you. You can see all the different sections. Now obviously, if you want to go ahead and do some changes on this thing, you can do that. We have already seen, you can click on this thing, you can change the heading block, you can click on this thing, we can change these contents from here. The styling is already done for you, you just need to change some content. So this is pretty easy. So click on update. So this is how easy it is to do. Again, you can come back to your dashboard and let's create another page. So I'll come back to the dashboard and let's create contact page. So click on add new. This time we'll give it a title of contact and we'll publish this page. Again, we'll click on edit with Elementor, and now again we'll import that template for contact page. So select this import button. Let's try it again. Now select this option, contact, select this, click on open. Now once this one is imported, you can just go ahead and click on insert, and this is how it will look like. Now most of the things looks perfect. You just need to click on this option. For example, this is your address. You need to click on this thing and you need to change your address from the left hand side. Similarly, for your phone number, all this email, you need to click on this thing and change your phone number and email from the left hand side. Now if you see this thing, this contact form looks a little bit different. So we need to do one thing. We need to again make sure to first go to your dashboard. Now over here you will see this contact option, click on that and you will see contact form 1, edit this form. Now again go to that thing that you have downloaded and you will see, okay, it is under this folder. You'll see this contact form file. Open this and copy everything from here. First make sure to delete everything. Now paste in whatever you have copied, click on save. Now once you click on save, you will get this shortcode. Copy this, come over here and replace it with this shortcode. So if you paste in this thing, as you can see, this is how it will look like. Now you can update this page. So this form looks much better and this is how it is done. Again, we can come back to our dashboard. Now almost everything is done. We just need to create our header and footer. So first of all, before we create our header, let's create a menu. So we'll hover over appearance, click on menus. Now here you will see this is your main menu. We have one more menu. If you hover this or if you click on this option, this is also a menu. So we need to create two different menus. Now first of all, to create a new menu, I think we'll need to refresh this page. Alright, so this is not working properly. So if this does not work for you, you can also use the customize option. So you can click on this button, manage with live preview. So this will open this in this customize screen and you can also create a menu from here. So if you want, you can just go to this menus option and you can create a new menu. Click on create new menu. Under menu name, you can name it anything. I'll name it main menu and make sure to tick mark this thing main menu at the bottom. Now click on next. Now whatever links or items you want to add in this, so click on add item. I want to add home page, contact about, user registration. Let's see, we should have one more page. Yeah, shop page. Okay, this much. Now I want to change the title. Instead of user registration, I just want to type in register. Okay, page will be same, only the title will change. Now once it is done, you can now go ahead and publish this page. Now let's create a new menu. So come back, click on this button, create a new menu, and I'll name it my account. Okay, my account menu. You don't need to tick mark anything over here. Just click on next. Now in this thing, you can add all these links. As you can see, add a project, dashboard, my campaign, all these links. So you will see them over here. Okay, as you can see, all these options. Okay, like this. Now instead of this option, instead of CV dashboard, you can just type in dashboard. Instead of campaign form, you can type in add a project. Okay, similarly, instead of listing page, you can type in something else. Instead of register, you can type in something else, and after that you can publish this thing. Again, cut this thing and again come back to your dashboard. Now once you have your menu, now we can go ahead and build our header. So from the left hand side, click on header builder. Again, you don't need to create it from scratch. I'm giving you the file. You can just import that and you can do some changes according to your needs. So you can click on this button, add a header builder. Now you can give it any title. I'll just name it header 1. You can name it anything you want. And I want to make sure that this is 100% full width. So tick mark this thing, full width 100%. Then after that, just publish this thing. And again, for this also, we are going to use Elementor. So click on edit with Elementor, and we need to import that file. So click on this folder icon, go to my templates, import that template, select this option, header, open. Now insert this header over here. And now as you can see, this is how it will look like. Now again, you just need to click on this thing. Instead of this email, type in your own email address, just like this, pretty simple. Okay, just similarly, instead of this address, type in your own address, then click on this option. And here we want to make sure that my account menu is selected, so that whenever someone clicks on this thing, they see this my account menu. Very important. Then we have the add a project link. So if you click on this link, open this thing. Now as you can see, it is redirecting to some other website. So we want to make sure that this is redirecting to our website. So if you type in that option, campaign form, if you just type in campaign form, you will get that link. As you can see, this is the link to add a new project. Then after that, if you see, this is the logo. If you don't want this logo, you can delete it from here. You can upload your own custom logo. Maybe this is your logo, you can upload it over here like this. Okay, and after that, you can also link this thing with your website. So I'll copy my website's homepage link, paste it over here. All right, this is not looking good. So again, I'll go back to this logo. Obviously, you can add any logo you want. Then we have the menu. So you can select this menu and make sure your main menu is selected. Then at the right hand side, we have this option. This is your telephone number. Instead of this, if you want to add your own telephone number, if you want, you can just go ahead and type in your email address over here. Now click on update. So this is how you can build your own header. Obviously, if you want, you can do a lot more things. You can just, redesign this thing, restructure this thing. You can completely change the layout. We don't want to do that in this tutorial. Now, once this is done, again, you can come back to your dashboard. Now let's build our footer. So for that, we'll select this option, footer builder. Now click on add footer builder, give it some title. So maybe for this one, it will be footer 1. Now click on publish, edit with Elementor. For this also, we just need to import that file. So select this folder icon and go to my templates, import this file, this one, open this. And once it is installed or once it is imported, you can now go ahead and insert it on this website. Let's see how it looks. As you can see, this is how it is looking. Again, same process, click on this icon or click on this logo, upload your own logo, click on this text, change the text, all this simple stuff. Click on this thing. We have different links over here. You can upload your own link. So pretty simple. Okay, go ahead and update this page. This is now your footer. Now again, come back to your dashboard. Now, first of all, let's open our website in a new tab. Let's see whether it is working or not, whether we have our header and footer or not. All right, so I think we don't have our header. We also don't have our footer. So for that, we'll need to go to this page, theme settings, click on theme settings. In fact, let's see all the theme settings from here. So under theme settings, first we have the general option. Under general option, if you the default color is this, as you can see, primary and secondary color. If you want to change this thing, you can select some different color palette. And from here, this is your primary color, which is by default this color, this blue. So instead of this color, if you want to add some other color, you can have that. Similarly, for secondary color, we have this greenish color. Instead of this color, if you want to add some other color, you can do that thing as well. Then under header option, make sure under header layout, you select the one that you have just created, header 1. Okay. Now, if I click on save changes, come back to this page, refresh it. Now, as you can see, you have your header at top. If I go at top, this is your header. So once you select this thing, you'll see your header. Then, yeah, rest everything looks good. Select breadcrumb, not really important settings. Now under footer option, we don't want copyright section. So disable this thing. And for footer, select this option, footer 1 that we have created. Now the reason I disable footer, this copyright section, is because, let me show you that thing. If I refresh this website, go at the bottom. Now in the footer, we have already designed this copyright thing. So we don't want that section at the bottom. Okay, that is the reason why. Now under styling, you can change the main color, you can change the background color, main content, link color, button color. If you want, you can change that. Similarly for typography, by default, it is Open Sans. If you want to make it something else, if you want to make the default font family as Poppins, you can select it from here. So you don't have to do it again and again. You can select this option. Then under block setting, you can change this thing as well. How many columns do you want to display for large screen, for medium screen? You can select this option. Page option. We don't have any page sidebar. These settings are not really important. We have already, but I'm just seeing that if I don't want to miss any important setting, if there is any. All right. So finally, if you don't want to watch this complete tutorial, if you don't want to create it everything by yourself, or if you're watching this video in future and if you want to upload or if you want to import more pages, like for example here we have more pages which I have not shown you: the pricing page, company page, portfolio page, all these different pages. In fact, we have different versions of home pages as well. So basically, if you want to import the home, if you want to import this entire website that you see over here, entire demo website that I have shown you, you can just go ahead under this theme setting, click on demo importer and click on import demo. This entire demo will be imported for you. So this option is also available. Now we have seen the theme settings. Now let's see this crowdfunding settings. So under crowdfunding, select settings, and under funds manager, make sure it is WooCommerce and default campaign status. So whenever someone, I think I've explained you this thing, but let's see. So whenever someone adds a new campaign, I've already shown you this process. Whenever someone adds a new campaign, it is saved as a draft, and you as the admin will have to publish that draft. Only after that this campaign will start displaying on your website. So if you want, you can just leave it at publish. So as soon as a person uploads or creates a campaign, it will be published and it will start displaying on your website. Not recommended. Campaign edit status. So whenever someone makes any changes on the campaign, for example, they change the goal or they change anything like that, whether that requires whether that requires review or campaign remains published. So if you select campaign remains published, someone can make some changes and the campaign is still published. Or if you select this default option, require review, so once they make some changes on the campaign, that campaign will again go back to draft and again you will have to publish that thing. Now under dashboard page, make sure CF dashboard is selected. Under campaign submit form, this submit form page is selected. Now you can click on save changes. Then after that, under WooCommerce settings, let's see, don't tick mark anything. All right, looks good. We have already seen the wallet settings, so nothing to do over here as well. You can again come back to your home page. Alright, so with this tutorial is 100% completed. I hope you guys find this tutorial helpful. If you find this tutorial helpful, if you want to watch more useful tutorials like this one, make sure to subscribe and click on the bell icon so that you don't miss any future notifications. If you like this video, give a thumbs up to this video. Share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, whatever social media platform you use. And throughout the video, if you have any doubts, any comments, any suggestions, recommendations for me, you can always leave them in the comments section below. And finally, thank you so much for watching this video. See you in the next one.